Good evening, this is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Nobin Pradhan with the evening news and these are the headlines. Nagaland Chief Minister Nipurio says Hornbill Festival signifies unity and oneness in all aspects. GST collection crosses 1 lakh crore for second consecutive month. Nagaland reports 45 new cases of COVID-19 and 164 recoveries. And Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Dharmendra Pradhan launches India's first indigenously developed 100-octane premium petrol. The details. Nagaland Chief Minister Nipurio said the Hornbill Festival signifies unity and oneness in all aspects while exemplifying the vast potentials and aspirations of the youth. Rio in a tweet said the Hornbill Festival created a 100 crore plus Hornbill economy which generates more than 8,000 jobs and is home to more than 500 events held across 6 districts of Nagaland. The Hornbill Festival of Nagaland is being celebrated virtually this year in view of COVID-19 pandemic. Finance Ministry has said that revenue from the Goods and Services Tax GST exceeded 1 lakh crore rupees for the second consecutive month. The GST collection registered a third straight month of growth which indicates that economic activity in the country is returning to normal after disruptions caused by the ongoing coronavirus pandemic and restrictions imposed to fight it. Out of the gross GST revenue collected, CGST is 19,189 crore rupees, SGST is 25,540 crore rupees, IGST is 51,992 crore rupees, and cess is 8,242 crore rupees. The ministry said the total number of GSTR-3B returns filed for the month of November is 82 lakhs. In line with the recent trend of recovery in the GST revenues, the revenues for the month of November is 1.4% higher than the GST revenues in the same month last year. Finance Ministry said the total revenue earned by central government and the state governments after regular settlement in the month of November this year is 41,482 crores for CGST and 41,826 crores for SGST. The Directorate of School Education has directed all teachers serving in all government schools throughout to get themselves registered at the Gurushala teacher training through the link provided on Teachers app or at DOSE Online Education Services portal. The department informed that registration for the program will begin from tomorrow and continue till 22nd of this month. Further, all heads of institutes have been directed to ensure that a minimum of 75% of teachers serving in their schools should register for the program without fail. Gurushala is a free-of-cost online teacher training and professional development initiative implemented by Pratham Education Foundation. Gurushala initiative aims to build capacity and skills of school teachers to effectively use digital technology so as to positively impact the learning levels of students. The World Health Organization WHO has said India continues to make impressive gains in reduction of the malaria burden. According to World Malaria Report 2020 released by WHO, India is the only high endemic country which has reported a decline of 17.6% in 2019 as compared to 2018. The annual parasitic incidence reduced by 27.6% in 2018 compared to 2017 and by 18.4% in 2019 as compared to 2018. India has also contributed to the largest drop in cases region-wide from approximately 20 million to about 6 million. The percentage drop in malaria cases was 71.8% and deaths was 73.9% between 2000 to 2019. India achieved a reduction of 83.34% in malaria morbidity and 92% in malaria mortality between the year 2000 and 2019. The Centre has constituted a high-level ministerial committee for implementation of Paris Agreement. The Apex Committee for Implementation of Paris Agreement, AIPA, will be chaired by Environment Secretary. The purpose of AIPA is to generate a coordinated response on climate change matters that ensures India is on track towards meeting its obligations under the Paris Agreement. Senior officials from 14 ministries will serve as members to AIPA, who will oversee the progress and implementation of India's nationally determined contributions. Constitution of AIPA will ensure that India maintains its climate leadership as one of the few countries in the world whose climate actions are consistent with the goals of the Paris Agreement. You're listening to the news from All India Radio, Kohima. Nagaland today reported 45 new positive cases of COVID-19. State Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangnyuphom in a tweet informed that of the new cases, 22 are reported from Dimapur, 13 from Tuensang, 9 from Kohima and 1 from Kipire. The minister said a total of 164 patients have recovered from COVID-19 infection today. Dimapur reported 112 recoveries, Kohima 35, Peren 12 and Mon 5. With this, the active case load in the state has come down to 720. The total COVID-19 cases detected in the state stands at 11,254, while the total recovery stands at 10,358. Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Steel Dharmendra Pradhan launched India's first indigenously developed 100-octane premium petrol through video conferencing yesterday. He described the launch of the environment-friendly fuel as one more step towards facilitating ease of living for the citizens as envisioned by the Union government under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. AIR correspondent reports that with the rolling out of XP100 developed by Indian Oil Corporation Limited with indigenous technical know-how, India joins a select league of nations having such super-grade fuel. Octane ratings are measures of fuel stability that increases engine efficiency. Dimapur District Administration District Level Center for Women DLCW MSK and Sakhi One Stop Center in collaboration with Northeast Institute of Social Science and Research organized a panel discussion on 16 days of activism under gender-based violence. The keynote address was given by WWO DLCW MSK, where she spoke on violence against women and the need to promote culture of equality. She said education and awareness were the tools to be used for achieving cultural promotion and equality. Different panelists from different backgrounds shared their personal experiences at the grassroots level, citing relevant issues related to women. They urged and encouraged everyone to work together and support in the field, focusing on prevention of violence against women and girls. Dimapur Additional Deputy Commissioner of Police Crime Branch Relo stressed on the importance of respecting women. He said the practice of violence inside the family is captured by the children, which results in producing the same cycle of violence towards women. Open discussion was also held on many practical issues, which was followed by the ways and means to prevent them. Dimapur District Cricket Association DDCA has announced that it will organize regular cricket coaching at DDSA Stadium from December 10. DDCA Secretary Bill Mech, in a press statement, informed interested players between the age of 12 and under 19 years to contact their coach or DDCA secretary along with birth certificate of Nagaland, school documents, Aadhaar card and 2 passport photos. India today successfully test-fired the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile in anti-ship mode against a decommissioned ship. The test firing was carried out by the Indian Navy. The missile performed high complex maneuvers and hit the bullseye of the target. Defense Research and Development Organization Chairman Dr. G. Satish Reddy congratulated the Indian Navy for the successful test. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, wash hands frequently with soap and water or use hand sanitizer, and follow social distancing norms. And to end the news, a reminder of the headlines. Nagaland Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio says Hornbill Festival signifies unity and oneness in all aspects. GST collection crosses 1 lakh crore for second consecutive month. Nagaland reports 45 new positive cases of COVID-19 and 164 recoveries. And Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Dharmendra Pradhan launches India's first indigenously developed 100-octane premium petrol. And that's all the news we have for you this evening. Good night.